Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time. We are looking at the Daily Mail website. So you don't have to. Yeah, as predicted, the Bank of England has raised interest rates to 3%. Yeah, a full 3/4 percentage points to 3%, and it's the biggest increase since the 1980s. So if you're on one of those tracker mortgages, you're going to be paying a hell of a lot more from today. Again, our mortgage renews, I think it's next June, April next June, June. So it's going to be interesting. But again, if we were on a tracker mortgage, we're not. We're on a fixed rate. We would see roughly about an 80, maybe £90 a month increase in our mortgage. So there you go. And we're looking at the longest recession in a century. Yay! Everyone needs to go on about boom and bust politics. Again, boringly enough, this is a result of the COVID, the lockdowns, supply chain issues, geopolitics. There are a number of factors going on here. And it is going to be a bumpy ride. And again, the only way out of it is by taxing. Taxing and taxing and taxing. But it ain't going to happen. Because, well, there's some major snoring happening. We need to go over to the dog cam where we have some major snoring. That's pretty impressive. Sorry, I got distracted by the snoring. So yeah, it's as predicted. Meanwhile, this is in Islamabad, Imran Khan. There was an assassination attempt on him. Is there footage? Yeah, he's the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. But I always think of him as he's the cricket fella. Yeah, they tried to shoot him. See, it's a bit of a melee. But here he was beforehand at a rally because there's going to be an election. And yeah, and I reckon this is the fella what done it. He's circled in red. There we go. But they managed to just shoot him in the foot. So that's not too bad, is it? Really, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Oh dear, flooding. Yeah, we have flooding. Remember, I did warn you yesterday. I did warn you, and so it came to pass because there was an awful lot of rain last night. This is in Hendon. Oh, this one looks. Well, it's quite beautiful with the wheelie bins floating down the road there. It's almost like one of those old master paintings, isn't it? Is it a constable? I'm not sure, but yeah, it's that should be hanging. And I guess this guy, they say he's trying to unblock the drain. I think he's dropped his keys myself, but there you go. But yeah, our road is flooded this very morn because it rained overnight. I guess this is the back end of Storm Claudio. It's not good, is it? It's not good. But the big story today, is they're cutting, axing even, bounty bars from celebration tins. Mars Wrigley, who now runs the celebrations, again, for those of you, they're doing a limited edition, no bounty edition. Because apparently they did a study, like they do, and a lot of people are not a fan of the bounty bars. I must admit, I've got to be in the mood for a bounty bar. But yeah, they're only going to be limited edition boxes. You can still buy the normal tubs, But there'll also be these limited edition ones where you don't have the bounty bars in. Emily Owen, Miles Wrigley, head of Celebration's festive cheer. Now that's the job I want, because I'm so happy. Said Christmas is the time for giving, but it seems this year the British public are keen for us to take away the bounty. So she went on to say, last year we gave customers the opportunity to return their unwanted bounty chocolates. Now, off the back of public demand, we're trialling taking them out of the tub altogether. Well, I mean, as a convicted diabetic, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. A lot about migrants today, and hotels and things. Oh dear. And this now we're going to where are we? The Andorra Valley, the Jimbo Cave. This is a Brazilian explorer. He was going into the Jimbo Cave, and I've just got to pull this up, because what you're seeing here is as they go into the cave, a vast slab of ice falls, bump, and yeah, it's like an ice shelf breaks off and kills him. Yeah, it killed him. That was a completely kind of random thing. This is in Argentina, by the way. The Andorra Valley is in Argentina. But yeah, there was a warning. You know, the people were warning, be careful as you go in. But yeah, an ice shelf cracked and killed him dead. Just don't go anywhere. Stay at home. Just stay at home. It's for the best. But yeah, good news. Elon Musk's Twitter revamp is ploughing ahead. I reckon he's going to be cutting half of Twitter jobs on Friday, and by next Monday we'll have the $8 a month blue badge charge, so we can all be verified. Apparently we might even get more video streaming privileges if you sign up, so that might be good. I might be able to stream onto Twitter. Put coffee time on Twitter. That might be interesting. An interesting experiment. There's been some rumours that he's even considering bringing back Vine. I don't know about that. But did you know Kanye West is having a few problems at the moment. He wanted to bring out White Lives Matter t-shirts, but he can't because the trademark's already owned. Ramesses Jah and Quinton Ward, who are based in Phoenix, that's in Arizona, isn't it? They're a couple of black activists, and they sneakily activated the trademark on that, so you can't make those t-shirts. Well, I'm sure you can. It's just whether or not they know that you're doing it. But Kanye West, he couldn't sell them. But if I was to go down the market with a suitcase and sold some out of the back of a suitcase, I don't think they'd realise. But it's just Kanye West can't do it. Yeah, because he's too big. He's too damn big. That's the problem. But yeah, more news about Matt Hancock, who's doing I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, a reality TV show in the UK, for those of you who are not here. Apparently his fee is £400,000. It's one of the biggest fees, I reckon. That's what they're actually saying. He's got the biggest fee. And he actually said, right, and this is the most bonkers thing, he said he was intending to use the show to promote his dyslexia campaign, because he'll get the chance to talk to people who aren't always interested in politics. Now, this is a fella who stood behind many podiums and whatnot during the COVID pandemic and had plenty of opportunity to talk to people as a politician. I don't think people are going to be interested in his campaign. They're only going to be interested in, eating kangaroo knackers. That's all they're going to be interested in. It's going to be interesting. Him with a mouthful of offal trying to promote his dyslexia campaign. That's what we're going to see. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. There's a lot of stuff about it. I'm a Celebrity. They're getting us all juiced up for it. But now this is a big story. They've revealed obesity levels in children. Yes, so we can find out where England's fattest kids are. It's all right. They won't be able to run away from you. Though they pick up the pace if you wave a Mars bar in front of them. I believe. But yeah, childhood obesity rates have fallen post-lockdown according to official figures. But where are the fat kids? Where are the fat kids? Well, it's Birmingham. Apparently they've got all the fatties. Primary school kids in parts of London and Birmingham are now overweight. They reckon there's a handy map here, so you can check to see, how fat your kids are. But yeah, waistlines also shrunk amongst children in year 6. This is good, isn't it? This is good. There's another little infographic there for you, so you can. I mean, this is how daft all this is, because again, kids can put on and lose weight pretty quickly. We had a letter from the health people saying Herb was obese. This was just as he was leaving junior school. And of course we looked at him and went, no, he's not. And then he had a massive growth spurt, and now he's not. If they weighed him now, it'd be a bit silly. But if your kid gets out of breath playing Super Mario, then there's a problem. Meanwhile, this is where is it? This is in Highbury Vale, Nottingham. This was a police raid. And what they found is what they call it, an Aladdin's cave. Except there's no magic lamps, no lanterns to rub to reveal the genie. What that is a load of fake and stolen produce. I reckon a lot of the stuff was actually stolen designer shoes and household goods, and they called it a shoplifter's swap shop. Yeah. A lot of the stuff, I reckon, was to be shipped abroad after thieves exchanged the goods for drugs. It's good, isn't it? And there's quite a lot of stuff there. There's an HP printer. Is that a power washer? So there you go. PC Gordon Fenwick of Nottinghamshire Police said this was quite a find and not something that my officers thought they would encounter when they executed the warrant on October 19th. It's hard to put a price on the amount of goods that have been seized, but we believe the stolen items are from high street stores and supermarkets, and our intelligence suggests they were to be shipped overseas. We believe that we may have uncovered a shoplifting ring. You can see why he's the top plod there. Very observant. Very, very observant. Some court news? Yeah, why not? This is the story of Kerry Walker. Do you have a picture of her? Oh, she's not doing duck face. There's no duck. Is it time? It's more like. Is that a pout? I can't tell. What did she get up to? She was having. She's the 31-year-old. Admitted in Stockport Magistrates Court to snorting cocaine at a party and then driving 21 miles 2 days later to Edgeley to collect her daughter from another, I think she was at another sleepover, and she was 11 times over the drug limit, and she borrowed a friend's Range Rover to do this. So yeah, she's been banned from driving for 3 years, fined £120 and ordered to pay £129 in costs and victim surcharge. She's maintained that she had no intention of driving, but she felt compelled to respond to her 13-year-old daughter's urgent call. She called home and asked to be picked up, apparently. And again, they always go through the old social media of these people, don't they? And we've got something for the dads here. Here you go, dads. Here she is. She's obviously on a night out there. So there you go. Remember, folks, don't take drugs. Get banned. Get banned from the drive-in. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, one dad used Halloween to well, I'll let you read the note. Again, if you can't read, it says, "Don't care how much candy you take, but if you have a hot single mum, leave her number. Love, your future dad." Now that is enterprising, though some people have claimed it's a bit creepy. It's a bit creepy. I don't know. I think it's inventive. Yeah, it's an inventive. But yeah, people who are commenting on the Facebook post, we're looking at the sweets. Look at the sweets. They weren't impressed with his sweet collection, apparently. But there you go. But yeah, if you're a hot mum who's single, you could be lucky there. Ah dear, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? Meanwhile, right, the Football Association, what have they been up to? Well, they've been branded woke because they are introducing National Silent Support Weekend. Yeah. And what they want is they want parents to stop shouting during children's football matches this weekend. Instead, just no, put it in the back of the net. None of that. You just got to go, and you're changing the fundamental nature of the game there. Yeah, parents are told they should not shout, gloat. You mustn't gloat. Gloating is very, very bad. Does anyone gloat anymore? I don't know. Or cheer during this weekend's matches. Instead, they should only applaud good play from either side. I say, old chap, that was a spiffing header you put in the back of the net there. What ho? It's not going to work, is it? Do you think it's going to work? I don't know. But yeah, banned from cheering. It's political correctness gone mad. It's bonkers, it is. It's bonkers. Bonkers. Got some animal news here. This is an elephant story again. Whoops. Where did it go? Sorry, the Daily Mail website just refreshed itself and I've got to find the story again. Here we go. This is, where was it? In the Pafuri region of the Kruger National Park in South Africa. And Devon Myers and Sean Carter were in the park when, well, I'm going to just let it queue up. Just queuing it up, mate. Just queuing it up. When this happened, this 3-ton elephant starts charging at them. So they raise their guns, right? And they don't shoot. And the elephant bottles it and runs off. He thinks that maybe not. Yeah. So just hold your nerve. And again, I've heard this before with elephants. If you just, hold your nerve, they will sometimes break off your attack. But do you know, If the elephant doesn't break off the attack, what to do? Do you know what to do? First, you run away, obviously, but you run in zigzags. Because the elephant's eyes are mounted on the side of his head, that confuses him a bit, because he goes, where'd they go? You run in zigzags first, and as you run, you discard items of clothing. Could be a bit hard when you get down to your undercrackers, but the idea is that you end up naked by the end of this, because the elephant will then be attracted to your more odorous discardings and stop running and sniff your underpants, possibly. And that is a guaranteed way of escaping an elephant. True that. True. People don't believe me. They think I'm making it up. No, it's true. It's true. Oh, we got some glamour. This is, does it say who she is? Kiko Guest from Atlanta, Georgia. But I'm not gonna. Can we do this with? Oh, there's an advert. I won't show you that then. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some of her pictures. All right. Right, here she is. It's Kiko Guest. She's got 488,000 plus followers on TikTok. All right. You know, and then you're going to guess how old she is. We've got some other pictures. Here we go. Here she is. She's doing some aerial yoga there. I'm sorry, the picture's cut off a bit. And we've got another picture. Sorry, I felt a sneeze about to engulf my face. There is one more, which might give it away. Here you go. Here you go. Here's another one. One for the dads. Any guesses on her age? Speak up at the back. She's 72. 72. That's not bad going, is it? It's not bad going for 72. And yeah, there's that picture of her doing aerial yoga again. Oops. I don't want the pop-up. I don't want to do that either. Oh. Sometimes I think the computer has a mind of its own. This is a better one of her doing the aerial yoga. But there you go, that's not bad, is it? 70s are the new 30s or something like that. Meanwhile, experts. We love experts. Do you like experts? Everybody loves experts. This is the story of a medieval warrior, right? Who's been brought back to life 660 years after his death. And this is, his skull was recovered from a mass grave outside Visby on the Swedish island of Gotland. And they reckon it's from a battle from 1361, during which some 2,500 men took part in the massacre. Yeah, the Danes had a force of 2,500 men, and the experts they were looking at his skull, and they were looking at it, and they was thinking, gee, I wonder what killed him. They really wondered. So then somebody went, I've got an idea. Why don't we put an axe in? Yeah, that's it. You got an axe to the face. These are experts. You could tell what happened to him just by looking at his mush. And here's a computer-generated image of what it would have looked like. Experts. And this is what he would have looked like without the axe in the mush. Just think, I bet he never realised this would happen to him, would he? And here's him with from a different angle. This is all computer generated, I'd imagine. But yeah, they reconstructed his face. And this Christmas, it's the last time we're going to see the Queen's visage, her head on the stamps, as we've got some last Christmas collection featuring her Madge. and these are going on sale. Whoops, went past. There we go. And those are the two stamps that make it up the collection. Is there any more? Oh yeah, there are more. Why didn't they put all of them in? And it's scenes from the, obviously scenes from the Nativity. There's three wise men there with their gold, Frankenstein and Grr. And yet, stamps now are going to have barcodes. So if you haven't got stamps with barcodes on, they're not going to be any good. Yeah. Meanwhile, don't send me to that to a care home in Kosovo. He said, why is that, Darren? Why? Sorry, I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't seem to be able to control anything today. I don't want to go to this care home in Kosovo, he says. Why? Because this is how they treat the elderly there. Look. Right, go on, give him a slap. Go on there, get in there. Yeah, this is the Orenda residence for the elderly in Pej. And then the old lady gives her a kick back. Go on, give her a kick back. Go on there, that's it, my love. Yeah, don't put me in that. I'm hoping the kids won't put me in that care home when I get old. Because, yeah, it's not good, is it? Meanwhile, let's visit Elizabeth Rose from North Somerset. She took to TikTok to explain a problem she's got because she was enjoying Halloween. Oh yeah, she enjoyed, the 46-year-old really enjoyed Halloween, and she decided to put on a tattoo. It's like a, I guess you call it a skeleton tattoo, and again it's quite effective, isn't it? You know, it's quite effective. Here's another shot of it. But unfortunately, it won't come off. Yeah, it's the temporary skeleton face tattoo won't come off. And she said, I've got to go to a meeting. And she couldn't get it off. There she was, scrubbing away, trying to get it off. Just turn up. Just explain. Yeah, it just went a bit wrong. There you go. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, is it? Meanwhile, let's go to China. And this is the story of an 85-year-old man. And well, again, it's a bit of an odd one. I don't know if you can see this. It's closing in. Yeah, he's dangling out of the window by one leg. Did you see that? Yeah, this was in Shaoguan in Guangdong province in southern China. And he was, dangling from a 150-foot high apartment window with just a bedsheet tied around his ankle. They said he'd recently undergone brain surgery. I don't know if that had anything to do with him dangling out the window, but there you go. That's just a detail. That's just, yeah. Meanwhile, more court news. Anthony Wilson, right? He let's just say he's got a problem with alcohol, right? So he'd had the removal of an alcohol monitoring tag, right? Because obviously, you've been in trouble before. And so what did Anthony Wilson do? The 34-year-old decided to go on a Stella Artois binge, and then he sped off at 60 miles an hour in his car when pulled over by the police. Only to get 200 yards away before hitting a parked car in Torquay in Devon. Yeah, this was in July. And then he carried on for another 600 yards before crashing into 3 parked cars. Wilson admitted dangerous driving while unfit, leaving the scene of an accident and having no licence or insurance, and he was jailed for 10 months, suspended for 2 years, again, good old suspended sentence, banned from driving for 2 years and sent for alcohol treatment. But here, he'd only been driving for a matter of seconds but caused thousands of pounds of damage and endangered the lives of pedestrians in the centre of Torquay at the height of the holiday season. He'd just finished a 3-month alcohol absence order for earlier criminal offences where he had to wear a tag. He's an alcoholic who normally drinks 12 cans of Stella a day. There you go. Meanwhile, more police news. Remember, I've been saying this is the story of Claire Ogden, and I'll tell you, that's a pretty severe hairstyle. That's very 80s, isn't it? Was it Bridget Nielsen style hair? Who remembers Bridget Nielsen? But yeah, she's from Cleveland. She's from Cleveland Police. PC Claire Ogden, 40-year-old. Remember, we say that the P in PC stands for pervert. And Claire Ogden, she goes, yeah, hold my beer. Hold my beer, because she... it doesn't matter whether you're a male or female. She filmed herself performing a sex act whilst on duty in her station and sent the videos to her partner. The thing is, the footage only came to light after a mobile phone was seized by bosses who suspected she'd been accessing confidential data from the police computer and sharing it with colleagues as a joke. So they're investigating one thing, one discrepancy, one naughty, and they discovered another naughty. The misconduct hearing was told that 3 personal videos were discovered on the device, but the ex-officer only accepted that 1 was sexual. When confronted, her excuse was she was probably at a lunch break, and her footage had been shared with her partner during one of the COVID lockdowns. She told the panel, I went downstairs to the office to use the bathroom. It was Neil Judge's spur-of-the-moment decision. I was caught in the moment because, a lot of people often pleasure themselves in the toilets, don't they? I guess they do. I've never... Not my thing, but there you go. I don't think I've experienced embarrassment or shame like it. I just wish I'd not done it. It was 5 to 7 second moment of my life I'll regret for the rest of it. It was a quick one, wasn't it? It was a quick one. She resigned this year in June after being investigated over the allegations that she recorded images of sensitive police data on her personal mobile and sent them to someone else engaged in sexual behaviour at Redcar police station. There ain't going to be any cops left at this rate, are they? No cops left. Shocking it is. Ban the filth. See, the filth. Get it? Again, I've got to explain the joke. If you're not in the UK, one of the nicknames of our police force is the filth. Now you know why they're called the filth. Yeah, and I'm going to end with an animal story. This is from. Let me just get this queued up. Here we go. Watch him go. Watch the dash hand. He goes 1. Stand still, and then over the gate he goes. Yes, watch it again. Slow motion replay. He goes back on the back of his friend, and then he's out. It's a right poor shank redemption. The dachshund jumps on the back of the bulldog and escapes. Or is it a pit bull? Can't tell. Is it a pitty? This was filmed by Mary Warwick of Burbage. She'd installed a camera in her kitchen to find out how her dog Darcy kept escaping from the stairgate she put in the kitchen to stop the dog getting out. And then she found out that she was Darcy was using her powers to escape. There you go. It's one clever dog. And let's have a look at look at her little dachshund face. Aren't they great? Shall we see if there's anybody in? Shall we? I doubt it. No, there's nobody in. Andrew's in. He says, I don't. Just got my revolver box set. Looks amazing. God, I lived on the top of a hill. He's talking about the rain. Axl Rose. Indeed, Axl Rose. I don't know what he's referring to. So it's just me and Andrew in today. I've listened to the revolver thing because they streamed it. Because I'm a cheap bastard. And I streamed it, and I just imagined fondling the box set and rubbing it against my genitals. I just imagined it, and it was just as good. It was just as good as spending 60 quid. It's just as good. Anyway, thank you for watching. That was the news. Killing the channel, one video at a time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, tough shit. Go somewhere else. There's plenty other losers on YouTube to waste your time following. But you chose this one. Well done. Ain't you clever? Drink it up.